Hey guys, it's Nassim here. Now, after using the Apple Watch Series 8 for over a month now, there was one simple statement that I think wraps it up as a whole. And that statement is, I think that the Apple Watch Series 8 is the best smartwatch that you can get if you want a premium watch. And I say this because when you think about it, the Apple Watch Series 8 is the one that the average person who wants a quality watch should go for. It's high quality, it's very durable, it has a good battery life, and most importantly, it's not too expensive. And coming from someone who has used the Apple Watch Ultra, I will tell you that the Series 8 did everything that I use those watches for, and it made me question whether or not the more expensive watches were worth it. I would do things like track my sleep, track my workouts, make calls, make payments, and send text messages. And these are all the things that most people would do on any smartwatch. So the Series 8 is by far the best in terms of value. And even though I think that the Apple Watch Series 8 is the best in its price range, I still want to share my experience with you guys to help you decide if it's actually worth buying. Now, the Series 8's display was very minimalistic yet nice. It was very bright, vibrant, and big. But one thing that I will say is that the responsiveness isn't as good as the more pricier watch. But to be honest, once I got used to it, it was fine. But once you get past that, it honestly feels very identical to other Apple Watches and is a joy when it comes to the visual experience, especially when I'm changing my music using my watch. Now, something that I would say wasn't as good as the Ultra was the fact that the display didn't handle fingerprints as well. Like right here, you can see how distracting the fingerprints get, but that wasn't the case on the Ultra. Now, the last thing that was still really good after a month of use was the haptics. Like whenever I'm scrolling through the OS, everything felt very sleek, and those little bumps within the animations helped the display. Now, the battery life on the Series 8 was really amazing when you consider the price. I was able to last 2.5 days before I had to charge it again, and during that period, I would check my notifications through my watch, change music, make calls, and track my sleep. And the fact that I was able to go to sleep with my watch on for multiple nights was very impressive, especially since I didn't charge it for that long. It would still give me multiple days. And now the one thing that I will say is that if you do get the Series 8, the biggest benefit is that you'll be able to track your sleep in a much more comfortable manner. Whenever I was sleeping with it on, I barely noticed that it was on my wrist and it wasn't as noticeable. There are times where I will forget to charge it or accidentally fall asleep with it on, but I didn't worry as much since I had that extra breathing room and can afford forgetting to charge it without having to worry as much. Again, my multiple day period was based on the fact that I went the extra mile and use extra functions. So if you're someone who isn't going to go to bed and use your sleep tracking or any other extra features, the battery will last you even longer. Now, when it comes to charging, I'll usually charge my watch when I'm in the shower or getting ready. So it will take about an hour and a half to charge it to 100%, which was pretty fast and was worth the battery life I got. Now, I was really glad when I seen that the Series 8 was going to keep these same bands as the previous models. Like right here, I got a very comfortable Nike band, and it made wearing the watch a much more comfortable experience. It was also very easy to put on, which comes in handy when you have to hurry up and get out of the house for work or the gym. Now, the Nike band is a personal preference, so if you're someone who likes the stock bands, you can also get those since they're about $50 cheaper. Now, currently, my watch is on watchOS 9, and I would say that in terms of visual experience, it looks very similar compared to the previous years, but if I'm being honest, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Every app that I went into looked very clean and polished, especially when compared to other smartwatches. Also, everything was straight to the point so that you're not wasting too much time toggling through your smartwatch. And the only problem that I had was the watch faces. The only one that I liked was the geographical one, but there aren't many options beyond that. And overall, it still has the same feel as previous Apple Watches, but still feels much more smoother and more premium. You get those same functions that you're familiar with, and Apple was really able to capitalize on the aspect. Now, it's safe to say that whatever workout or sport that you do in your daily life, the Apple Watch will have a tracker that specializes in the exercise. The main thing that I would do is track my biking and treadmill runs, and it was pretty accurate. My favorite thing about working out with my Series 8 is that you'll notice that I'm on a jog and it'll automatically track it for me, but this is a feature in most smartwatches, so there's not that much different in terms of that. And the last thing that I liked when it came to fitness was the fact that whenever I was done my run, I could check my health app on my phone and it would tell me every stat of my workout. Not only did I know what was going on, but I also knew what I could improve on. Now, coming to my final conclusion, I think that the Apple Watch Series 8 is the best Apple Watch that most people who want a premium smartwatch should buy because you'll actually get your money's worth. And also, disclaimer, I would actually advise you guys to look out for the Series 7 or even the Series 6 because those watches are also very identical to the Series 8. But if you do want a brand new watch, the Series 8 is there. But again, you can get very identical watches for a cheaper price. You'll still be able to get the latest software. You'll still have an extremely identical look. You'll still be able to get the same apps, and you'll still be able to do mostly everything that the Ultra can do. So the Series 8 is the clear winner when compared to the Ultra. So overall, I think that most people will be satisfied when they get the Series 8. Also, if you want a bigger watch, you can get the 45mm version without having to spend over $800, assuming you're not going to get the stainless steel version. And there it is, you guys, my review on the Apple Watch Series 8. Now let me know down in the comments, would you get the SE or the Series 8? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I'd like to say thank you for sticking around. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.